we're back. You're now tuned into the recap with the GoodFellaz podcast, doing our thing every week as usual, talking about everything that needs to be talked about during the week. There's always a lot going down, and we're here to talk about it. It's your boy Tommy Guns alongside my man Sha Montana. Holla at him.
What up, cojones?
My man Big A.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your man Big A, man. I'm glad to be here.
Dav Noble, what up?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
And last but not least, Karev Yah, Heritage Hip Hop in the building. What's going on?
Peace and blessings, everybody, and salute to you.
All right, so we talked a little politics. We talked a little movies. We're going to actually springboard off the politics subject that happened in Jersey. Shout out to Jersey out there. In addition to voting for president, voting for your local leaders and senators and all that, there was a proposition on the Jersey ballot to legalize marijuana. And guess what? It looked like it's legalized.
For recreational use.
Yeah, shout out to Jersey for making the right move. And this is whether you're a smoker or not, I feel like. But
yeah.
Guys, did Jersey finally make the right decision? I mean,
it's something that was talked about for a very long time, and it was actually for people who are unaware of the governor of New Jersey, it was one of his campaign points that he was pushing for initially when he ran for office against Chris Christie several years ago. So, I mean, we knew that was on his agenda before he got out of office. And it seems as though, like, New Jerseyans decided, you know what, they were with it. Man, you know, like, as I seen somebody post up on social media, Jersey can light it up now. Jersey's really going to be lit.
Especially in this age of Corona and Donald Trump. I mean, I feel like for my smokers out there, you need to smoke more than ever. Like, yo, it's like every day you turn on the news is something that makes you want to smoke.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't even know that it was already decriminalized in New Jersey for I think a year now. I thought up to 2 ounces, you just get a ticket or a fine, and then eventually now, like I said, it's fully legal, and it's about time, man. I mean, listen, marijuana is only illegal because of racism. That's pretty much it's the truth. Racism,
and money.
Yeah, racism and money. And I think at this point, you got too many people dying from opioids and opiates and on opiate addiction and lean and all these people dying. I think
alcohol.
Alcohol is still killing people more than anything else. Tobacco, like, legalize weed, tax it, do what you got to do to make sure that it's safe and that you doesn't. It reasonably end up in the hands of minors and everything that you would do for every industry. Yep. But if New Jersey's smart, man, New Jersey would use it in some way to revitalize Atlantic City, because New Jersey's the first. New Jersey's the first, because if New Jersey did it, New York, they're gonna look, but they might not be too far off, and somebody gonna have a resort, somebody gonna have a hotel or something that's friendly, and whoever's the first one to do it is gonna make a ton
of money. And also, just for people who are unaware, Oregon actually legalized hard drugs on their ballot. And Oregon, it's a free for all. It's like overseas. If you look it up, they're on their ballot, instead of just marijuana, it was actually hard drugs. And
legalized or decriminalized?
They decriminalized.
They decriminalized it, making it legal, making it legal to be able to consume. So they legalized it in Oregon, and I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke when I heard it, but then I looked it up, and then they actually voted for it. And it was actually higher than New Jersey for ballots, and I couldn't believe it.
Because they got cojones.
I'm not willing to go that far yet. Like, I know some places they'll they're kind of changing course on like psychotropic stuff like mushrooms and things. I know there's some places that are using those as instead of basically using the medicine, the chemistry, the lab created version. They're using it to figure out the more natural version. So it's like, I understand that, but I mean, I don't know if crack should ever be legal.
I don't know if shooting heroin should ever be like just you good.
It's certain things I don't think should ever be legal. Like nobody should be able to go into the liquor store and get a bag of Cheetos and a rock. Like that's not safe. That's not safe for anybody.
Volumes.
Yo.
But we can agree that legalizing New Jersey was the right move for Jersey. We're all in agreement.
Yeah,
absolutely.
New Jersey can make a lot of money off of it. More money than they made in the criminal system, because you have a lot of people of the hippie era who are conscious people who believe in the hemp. The CBDs have taken off over in our country over the last several years, and that market has gone from a small share in the market to actually being able to corner its own type of market that people are emulating the CBDs. So I mean, like, yeah, it's money to be made out there.
Yeah, the dopest part, bro. It's an
no
industry.
pun intended, huh?
Dopest part.
All right, yeah, so that's it's a new industry.
That's the cojones part.
In New Jersey. So I mean, you got jobs. You have the opportunity for jobs, new businesses, new business owners, new construction. Like it's going to bring a lot of money to New Jersey, and I'm just hoping that the people like us, we can find some way to monetize and maybe get in on some of this money that's going to get made, because there's going to be people up there making money. Them deals is getting cut right now. So I'm like, small business owner, whatever, franchiser, just something like figure out how to get in on this money that's going to be made, and don't just watch other people make it.
Yo, Karev, how do you feel about it? Do you care? Do you think it was the right move?
I think it was an excellent move, because since the 1970s, New Jersey has always told people that we have an incredible amount of debt, and that's why the Parkway goes up every year. Now we have something that can bring the state a lot of money. I think New Jersey is going to learn from Colorado, because Colorado went out of a bad debt into they're bleeding money right now, with all the recreational things they have going on out there. And to further Dav's point, there's like so many industries now that could open up within our state that the average person who has a commodity and knows how to invest could come up very big. I think I'll put it out here. I think each one of us should come up with some cash, and we should invest in something like this. And that way we could further our conversations about how to make money and how to invest and do legacy type lending and sharing within our own community by financial making. I mean, at the end of the day, I've already looked up this industry. I don't smoke weed or nothing. I'm not even looking to inhale at all. Please, I'm not interested. But I am always interested in money. You know what I'm saying? And from what my research, and we should have some people come on and talk about this. I know that for the marijuana industry, you have the buyers, you have the sellers, you have the growers, and then you have the people who sell. You know what I'm saying? So to be very honest with you, I'm looking forward to see how we grow our economic base from this. And if Shaw has the cojones to get into business with us.
Yeah. So how does this put the illegal drug game right now? For all my hustlers out there right now who've been making a killing, how does that affect their money?
I heard. And I'm only saying I heard. I don't know anything about the street life.
Cojones.
I was at a pause.
Go ahead,
So from what I'm understanding, they sell different drugs anyway. So it's like, Molly, Perkies, you know what I'm saying? They sell different drugs, so it don't matter to them.
I mean,
there's plenty of weed dealers out there, though.
But yeah, but like I said, Tommy, you could take that money that they're making and they could actually put it in a legit business selling the same stuff. Like just make more money.
Legally.
Like there's
Okay.
there's
But
going to
that-
be opportunity to make a lot of money because they're going to be prioritizing like minorities when it comes to like the licensing, and that's some of the stuff they're talking about. Like one, expunging all these records, which needs to be expunged, like the minor records and people's drug records, and that's not just for minorities. There's a lot of other, people of all races who've gotten locked up for minor, weed possession and all that. Like those records should be expunged, and there's going to be more, I guess, more favor showed towards certain areas that were more affected by, people being locked up like that. And that means there's opportunity if people can get that, get the money together and find some good people to go into business with. Like Karev was saying, like there's money to be made because if you're not making that business, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not, it's a liquor store in the hood right now. You don't think there's going to be a marijuana store there in the next 2 years? The question is
2 months.
Who's going to be running it? Who's going to be running it? Somebody from their neighborhood or somebody from somebody else, somewhere else.
You know what though, Dav? I'm going to say this. Uneffing fortunately, the hood is going to be the ones that's going to be left out because they're not going to know how to create a legitimate business.
That's why they got you, Shaw.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not from the hood.
Man. That's
So legitimate businessmen can make a killing. Like it's not like there's a difference between being hood and being in the hood. So Newark is the biggest city in Jersey. There will be a dispensary there at some point. It doesn't mean it's going to be owned by a hood cat. It's going to be owned by a business cat. So the thing is, get your business right. Yeah. Be the cat that brings that to downtown Newark. I mean, they have a stadium they're not using, so I'm sure they can find an area for like a dispensary. You know what I mean? Like, who goes there to see Devils games? You know what I mean? So,
I mean, let's look at it. Let's look at it this way. Look how vaping became popular. You have vape shops everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, like I said, I know people who've gone into the vape business. They even have it's weird. They have like I don't know if y'all knew this. They have like, how like they have Grubhub and DoorDash. They have that for vaping only now. You know what I'm saying? Like people have gone above and beyond. Now in the hood, we always had the person who was the neighborhood deliverer of said goods. Now you can now turn that into a LLC and really rock with that. I mean, that's very big. So like I said, I mean, we have 5 people on this call. Salute to everybody that's watching. If you're looking to get into business with us, I think we should come up with something ourselves, put our money in, and actually look at the industry. Because the industry that I've seen is $20,000 to be a grower. That's the initial. And then you have to get land. You have to get the lamps. You got to get everything that it takes to grow said product. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then you have the middleman. That's only about $5,000. And between us, that's 25 right there. So maybe they need the land, but if we came up with like even if we had our own storefront, whatever, and we put our knowledge of business and of said product into action, I'm thinking not only could we have something fortunate for the community, we'll actually get to expose some of the evils behind it because in the states where marijuana has been legalized, people of color have been blocked out of that money too, unless they were farming and growing themselves.
And you know what, Karev? One major ingredient if you want to go into business is cojones. You have to have cojones to get into business.
So how much money you putting in?
What you need.
So and just another thing is also the drugs not only being decriminalized in small amounts in Oregon, there are also 4 states that passed and legalized marijuana, in the 4 states that people actually voted in, which I couldn't believe. You had New Jersey, of course. You have South Dakota, Montana, and Arizona, the same state that's with the election. Not the
Tommy,
segue.
Tommy, what you think about this, man? What's your thoughts on this new possibility for New Jersey?
I mean, yo, it makes sense. I feel like it's long overdue. First of all, we need the money between COVID and the loss of jobs and all that. As it is, we had to borrow money in essence just to pay for stuff to get done this year and probably next year. So, yo, bring it. Let's be real. It's the wave of the future. If it hasn't happened already, it's gonna happen in all states. So, yo, get that money, make it legal, make it as safe as you can make it. Yo, if we got liquor stores, then we can have a weed dispenser. That's how I feel about it personally. So, yo, shout out to all my businessmen out there, all my hustlers. I guess as they let the guidelines become available and they let you know where and when and how you can get it. I mean, us the GoodFellaz will keep you posted on that. But yo, it's a beautiful thing. And then plus, let's be real, it frees up probably space in the jails that were taken up for no reason by people that shouldn't have been locked up, which saves us money. It saves their lives. I mean, just as in like you can actually get a job now or go on about your life without having this stigma on your record because you smoked a blunt, got caught for you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like it's all across the board from a money standpoint, from a social standpoint. It was the right move for Jersey. It's only a matter of time before it's a countrywide thing. You know, once the federal, you know, the conservatives and you know the people that are trying to
vote for Bush,
make America great again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's the wave of the future. I'm glad we are one of the first, not the first, but one of the first to just get in tune with like the new wave. So shout out to everybody who voted. And by the way, I just want to say, shout out to everybody who voted for this. People always like, yo, chill, my vote don't mean nothing. Why should I vote? Da da da. This is why, because it's not just the presidential race. It's not even just like, you know, it's your local leaders, local initiatives. There's sometimes just stuff for schools. This time is for weed. Like, yo, all the people that voted, you guys made this happen. So salute to y'all.
True.
Cojones.
We'll keep you guys posted. Like I said, and by the way, shout out to Governor Murphy. I got to say, I mean, if nobody else says it, I think he's doing a great job, all things considered. Like, just from the pandemic to this, just even to the budget. If you guys pay attention, you know, we're a lot of us are from Jersey. Well, all of us from Jersey. But, you know, if you pay attention to what they had to do just to us to pass a budget with the loss of money that we had, like, you know, shout out to Governor Murphy. Shout out to Governor Murphy's Facebook page, because if you guys have never met trolls, internet trolls,
it's the funniest.
You need to go to Governor Murphy's Facebook page. Yo, the trolls are out, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's in there stirring trouble too.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, ironically, the more popular you are, the more trolls you have. But you know, I mean, like I said, man, I sometimes you gotta troll the trolls. So you know, in my spare time, you know what I'm saying, I gotta you know, do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get a meeting.
Word out, man. But yo, this is the recap with the GoodFellaz podcast. Shout out to all my smokers out there. Shout out to everybody who voted and made this happen. You can reach us YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're watching this video. We appreciate y'all. We want to hear your comments, your suggestions. Real quick, I gotta let you know we are sponsored by AEP Presents. My man Dav Noble, holla at him real quick.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? You can hit me up, to me on Instagram at DAV_AEP. That's the photography space. And you can hit me up on Facebook at the Facebook group A.E.P Presents, and that's First Thoughts Facebook group. Hit us there.
All right. Heritage Hip Hop, Karevia, let them know how ill that site is. And yo, it's ill.
Everybody out there that loves hip hop, we celebrate hip hop culture and we celebrate God culture, which is hip hop. So if you want to find out more, visit us at heritagehiphop.com and you can see our work. We're also on YouTube, Heritage Hip Hop, and everywhere you get your streaming media for podcasts, we're there as well. We bring your future favorite artists to you today. And by the way, it's getting cold outside. Need a hoodie? Go to storefrontier.com/heritage hip hop and get you one of the best hoodies you see out there. And then we got GoodFellaz stuff coming soon too. So salute.
Yeah, man. And of course, GoodFellazTV.com's real interviews, real news, real talk, hot chicks, music, everything that you need is on there. Crazy content. And speaking of GoodFellazTV.com, Big A, where can they reach you at online?
You can reach me at ADYAR. That's AHDAYAR. I'm on all platforms. I'm on all of it. And you go to GoodFellazTV.com. We got shirts. You see the Goodfellas shirt in the picture. We actually got
guns.
Little guns. And we got hot chicks. We got music. We got everything you need on GoodFellazTV.com. You know what I'm saying? Yours truly be spinners on the ones and twos very soon. So you can holler at me. We do that. We take care of parties too. This is what we do. We got music here, photographer here. We got masterminds here. And then we got cojones in the building too.
By the way, real quick, that photo taken by Dav Noble on the Goodfellas team. Shout out to my man Dav Noble with the ill photography as well.
Word.
Man. And then of course, shout out to Lil Guns coming to a podcast near you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout Montana. Where can they reach you at online?
Well, first off, cojones. Second off, GOTHYQ on Instagram. GoodFellaz TV on Instagram. And cojones in life.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Shout out, man. Shout out to the Goodfellas. We bugging out right now. And shout out to everybody tuned in. We appreciate y'all. And until next week, next episode, peace.